Imagine this. You've just locked in that perfect rental condo in Toronto. Cash flow is solid, interest rates are steady, you're living the dream. Then, bam, disaster strikes. A fire breaks out, the market crashes, or maybe your tenants just stop paying rent altogether. You fall behind on payments, and now the lender is coming after you. First, they seize the condo, but it's not enough to cover the loan. Now they're going after your house, your car, your bank account, even your stocks. Everything you've worked for could be gone, all because of one bad investment. This is the hidden risk of real estate investing that nobody talks about. But what if I told you there's a way to protect yourself from this nightmare scenario? It's called limited recourse financing, and it's one of the biggest advantages that smart real estate investors are using today. What is recourse versus limited recourse? Let's break down the difference between recourse loans and limited recourse loans because understanding this can save you from a major financial headache. Recourse loan. Most residential and commercial loans are recourse loans. If you default and the sale of the property doesn't cover the debt, the lender can come after your house, car, bank account, and investment portfolio. So if the property sells for less than what you owe, the lender can go after your personal wealth to cover the shortfall. Limited recourse loans. With a limited recourse loan, the lender can only take the property itself. If the property's value drops or the project fails, the lender takes the loss, but your personal assets are protected. That means they can't touch your house, your cash, or your investments. Your downside is capped at the value of the property itself. If the project fails, you walk away without losing everything. How CMH CMLI Select gives you this protection. Now, limited recourse loans aren't available for just any type of property. They're typically tied to commercial or multifamily properties, and the qualification terms can be strict. But here's where it gets interesting. There's a program in Canada called CMH CMLI Select that makes limited recourse financing more accessible for real estate investors. CMH CMLI Select program is designed for multifamily properties that meet certain energy efficiency, affordability, and accessibility targets. If the project meets these criteria, you can unlock these benefits. Essentially, this means you get high leverage with minimal personal risk, a rare and incredibly powerful combination. And the best part? We have access to pre-construction multifamily projects that already meet these criteria. These are carefully designed to qualify for MLI Select financing, giving you all of these benefits in one package. Why this is a game changer for investors? Let me put this into perspective. In a high-interest, high-risk market like today's, most investors are holding back because they don't want to over-leverage and put their personal wealth at risk. With a typical residential mortgage, if the market tanks and you go underwater, the bank will come after your house. But with limited recourse financing, that doesn't happen. Your personal downside is capped at the value of the property itself. And because limited recourse loans often allow for higher leverage, sometimes up to 95% financing, you can invest in large-scale projects without tying up all your capital. When does limited recourse shine? Now, limited recourse isn't right for every deal. If you're buying a single-family rental property, you're probably going to be dealing with a recourse loan. That's just how residential lending works. But if you're looking at multifamily properties, especially pre-construction projects, this is where limited recourse becomes a game changer. It allows you to scale your portfolio without putting your personal assets at risk. And that's how serious investors build wealth without exposing themselves to unnecessary risk. So here's the takeaway. If you're thinking about investing in multifamily properties, take a close look at the financing terms. Understanding whether the loan is recourse or limited recourse could make or break your deal. And if you're interested in learning more about the pre-construction multifamily projects that qualify for CMHC MLI Select criteria, book a free consultation with me. I'd be happy to walk you through the details. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments if you've ever dealt with recourse or limited recourse financing. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you in the next video.